Hi, Soul Family. I don't know what day it is. I was going to say happy whatever day it is, and I have no idea what day it is. Someone's bringing sexy back. It's beautiful outside. When I went out to feed my landlord's cats, he's out of town, the sun was hot and the wind was not moving. So it was really, I thought, oh my gosh, you know, I was dressed inappropriately. And so then I come back in here and the wind starts up and the wind is like ice cold. So very cold winds of change. I'm curious about that. Hot, warm. The atmosphere is actually beautiful. Everything's beautiful if we didn't have that freezing cold wind come in. So somebody might be blowing some cold wind. Maybe they don't like the change. But the conditions are beautiful, right? It could be beautiful. Everything could be beautiful. Maybe it's just things are a little chilly between people, or we got cold feet about the change. I had really cool dreams. Oh, wow. I've been having such lucid dreams. And, you know, I'm learning some things. And I mean, it's not that I'm learning it now. I knew it before, but it's just embarrassing. Remember the boxes, the 3 boxes that I dreamed about? And somebody was looking at the boxes. Now, let me turn the radio down a little bit. This is an example of how, yes, we get a message, but there are so many mirrors in our lives. So many, like I'll dream this situation, but it's not just that one situation. I'm dreaming with several different people going through the same situation, and I'm getting symbolic messages. So it's really confusing. It's getting better now because I'm just like waiting and I keep hearing in my head, I'm sure it was my spirit. Who knows who it was? You know, I always give credit to my spiritual twin. I also get upset with my spiritual twin because if I'm in somebody else's body, I'm thinking it can only be his, but it's not. I'm dreaming with multitudes of people and I'm there. So I've gotten upset thinking he's done these things. What are you doing? And oh gosh, I wonder if he's done that with me. Anyway, I saw the dream with the 3 boxes, right? And they looked like ring boxes. And they were all wrapped up and they all had a bow on top. There were 3. And my mother had them. That's the interesting thing. My mother had them. And I went and I took one. I wanted one. And I took it and I unwrapped it. And then I realized that there was somebody's name. You know, my grandmother always used to write everybody's name on the bottom of whatever it was. Like, she took us through her house and said, if anything ever happens to me, I just want you to know what this is yours and this is yours. And literally, you could go through her house at any time and pick up a box or like a decoration, anything. And there was tape with somebody's name on the bottom of it. She says, just so that there's no confusion. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. And if there's anything that you want, you let me know and I'll put your name on it. You know, so I unwrapped this box and I'm all excited about what's inside. I wanted this. And then I saw somebody else's name was on the bottom of it. And I was bummed. I'm like, oh, shoot. And then I thought, shit, this is wrapped for someone else. My mom wrapped this for someone else, not me. So I went looking in my mom's wrapping paper so that I could wrap it back up. Remember, I told you I got a white sheet of paper and I got a red, to me it was like red and white striped, and then I was gonna wrap the boxes back up so she could give them to whoever she wanted to give them to. Anyway, so yesterday, and I told you I was hoping it wasn't, I mean, it could be anything, right? It could be anything. Now, it was somebody else's items and someone in the family took them, didn't realize they were for someone else, so maybe that was somebody that was left to someone else, and maybe a mother passed on. I liked this and I took it, but I didn't realize it wasn't mine. Or maybe something was delivered since it was paper and it was white and passionate. White to me is like the computer paper. Passion is the red, right? Maybe a letter came in, an email came in, and I took it, I read it, I thought it was mine, and then I saw a name on the bottom. That makes sense, right? Oh, it just hit me. And I realized it wasn't mine, so I put it back. So somebody's taken, because I saw that in my dreams. I've watched and remote viewed actually somebody going into my twin's office, going into his computers and into the cupboards, and I was shown by spirit somebody is going to write to you and it's not him. They have gone in and they have gone through your paperwork and taken it for themselves. So maybe that's what maybe I was watching the person realizing that. Oh wow, I didn't know that wasn't for me. I thought that came to me. No, hello, it went to my twin. It was his work, it was his email. Anyway, but then something else came. The studio or the suite that I lived in Sedona, it's a red house. The house, the brick is all red. The floor tiles are all red. The house is all like a dark red. And the suite that I want is white inside. It's got a white fireplace, right? Those are the two colors. And so here's the link. My girlfriend writes to me, my girlfriend Erica, who we dream together a lot. She dreams for me. I dream for her. Oh, we just missed a hummingbird. But it was the most interesting hummingbird I've ever seen. It was dark, very dark. I didn't see any bright colors. It was just very dark. That's interesting. So hummingbird says you will accomplish what might seem impossible to yourself and others. It also says to lighten up. And the song right now, I believe, whenever I feel I don't belong, you say that I'm yours. So it's a dark hummingbird, someone who has the ability to do anything that's possible, and they will be able to. And their energy's dark right now. They need to lighten up their energy. Maybe they're feeling sad. They're feeling down on themselves. So let's send them love and energy. I'll intend that in this today. So she writes to me and she says, last night, and she goes, I bid on a ring that I really liked, and somebody outbid me. I was really bummed because I really wanted it. And at the last moment, they pulled out of it and I got it. And I thought, oh my gosh, the ring. And I said, I dreamed about this ring that I wanted and I couldn't get. Somebody else had their name on it. But at the last minute, they pulled out and I got it. My landlord had somebody else running that Airbnb there. I couldn't get that studio, but I wanted that, right? I put my intentions on that. He called me. And the house is red and white. And at the last moment, somebody pulls out, and I get what I want. Ooh, could also be a relationship, right? I really wanted this. I thought this was for me. I wanted it. I started to open it, and I realized someone else had their name on it. They took it. It wasn't mine. Does that also mean at the last moment somebody pulls out and decides, this is yours? So there's that. And then I have a friend. He's gay. He's young. He's got red hair. He's an artist. And he writes to me this morning and he says, he always sends me things, his artwork and thoughts that he has. He's very connected. He also believes he's in a twin soul relationship with somebody. And his twin soul he met when he was in Costa Rica. And I thought, that's interesting. My twin was supposedly in Costa Rica at that time. And I was experiencing the feeling of drugs. I felt in my body. It was weird. Because what they showed me was I was with this young redheaded guy and I was with him. I literally was with him. And we took something and we started to float up above everyone else and go around this big giant tree. We were flying around this tree and then we would come back down again. And I was so upset. I thought, who's doing drugs? I don't do drugs, but I'm feeling this in my body and I'm doing that. This is really sad, actually. So he writes to me this morning, and I'll read to you what he said. Oh, God. Just brutal. I'll show it to you so you know that I'm telling you the truth. Since I'm very small, I always had dreams where I am flying. At that time, I didn't realize the difference between dream and reality much, so I actually felt like I could fly. I wasn't flying in the sky. I had no wings. Was just a way of transporting myself faster with my mind, just above the ground. I don't know, but I do still always have this dream. I just dream like this again. But this time it's different because I was actually showing others how I was actually swimming through the air. Mostly when I dream like that, there are no people around. And he says that, and then I said back. I've dreamed with you before. Wait, listen. I was angry at my twin because I thought you were taking drugs with him. I'm saying this because I got a message yesterday that my twin was angry at me. And I thought, why would he be angry at me? I don't understand. That doesn't make sense. Why would he be angry at me? Because of something I might have said? Because of something I might have thought? So listen to what I said. I've dreamed with you before. And I was angry at my twin because I thought you were taking drugs with him. I thought I was him. I would go around this tree and we would go higher and higher. We would fly around the room and we would fly outside. But it was you that I was dreaming with because the guy that I was with he was young and he had red hair. And I thought my twin was with you and I thought, why is he with a gay guy? Is he gay? Are they taking drugs together? I was really angry. There were so many things that I was confused about when I started dreaming with people that were my clients and people that I had met online. It sucked. Because here I thought all these things about my twin that weren't true. So that needed to be, I feel really bad right now. Because I got that message and I thought, why is he angry at me? I love him, but I think back to, I mean, it's been 6 years since we were together almost, and there were so many things that I experienced, and I felt like I had to have been with him, because how could I possibly have been there? And yet I've been with so many other people, and so I said this morning to Spirit, I don't want to dream with other people. I don't want to be in their bodies. I don't want that confusion. Now I understand what's going on, but I didn't at that time, and it caused me a lot of pain and upset and anger, and it was incorrect. And I'm looking at 2 red hawks flying. Wow, that makes sense. 2 of them. I know, they're just gonna look like ants. Oh, there's 3 of them. Oh my gosh, 3, full circle completion. Can you see them at all? 3 of them. Third party situation, right? Thinking I'm seeing one thing with 2 people when it's actually someone else interfering in my energetic airwaves. Gosh, I don't know if you guys can see them. I wish that I could stop this and zoom in. They're beautiful. When that one, when the sun goes on their wings. And there's butterflies flying around right now. Massive transformation. Here, come closer, you guys. 3 of them. I mean, I have not seen red hawks around here very much at all. I know you can't see them. It makes me sad. Can you see the one there by the palm tree? And there's a seagull or a pelican flying way above. You won't be able to see him. He's just like an ant. Okay, you can't see them now. Isn't it beautiful outside today, though? Oh my gosh, this is a work call. I'm gonna have to do this in 2 parts. I'm so sorry.